Hi everyone, my name is Steph, this is Kidlit Joy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to review Red Star Rebels by Amie Kaufman, which is her newest YA sci-fi release, and it is a very fun book. I would like to say thank you to Ellen and Unwin for sending me a review copy. I've had a great time with it. I am going to read you the blurb of this one because it's really fun. It says 8 hours to stop an explosion, 8 hours to fall in love. It's 2067 and the Graves family has transformed Mars from a lifeless rock into a chaotic patchwork of settlements. You can buy a one-way ticket to a new life, if you're rich. Enter Hunter Graves, handsome, ambitious, and with spectacularly bad timing. He shows up at the United Nations base just as an emergency evacuation sends everyone scurrying for safety, and he's left behind. Also stranded, Cleo, a sharp-tongued stowaway with no intention of dying today and even less patience for overconfident trust fund boys. But the enemy of your enemy is the jerk who might just help you survive. So here we are. Now Hunter and Cleo have one shot to stop a deadly explosion, escape alive, and deal with the inconvenient fact that they're falling for each other. The clock is ticking. If you're unfamiliar with Amie Kaufman, I've reviewed a few of her books on this channel, but she is probably most famous for the Illuminae Files, which she co-wrote with another author, and it's one of her solo ventures into sci-fi romance, and this is really fun. First of all, I have to let you know that one thing that I really love in stories like this is when there is a countdown, because it automatically introduces a pace to the story that helps you keep reading. In this case, Cleo and Hunter are stuck on this evacuated space station. They believe it's going to be vented and they've got no way off. They've got to find suits to survive in and hope that they survive the venting process, except they realize that the venting hasn't started. Once they've realized that, they realize somebody is entering the station. And it's a team of people and they have to figure out who this team is, what they want and what they're trying to do. And then they discover that this team is going to be here for 8 hours, and when that 8 hours is done, the entire station is going to explode. Hunter and Cleo decide that they're going to try and save the station because they're struggling to get a message out. So they figure, okay, let's just try and save the station because then we have a better chance of communicating what's going on to the UN and outside forces. And it becomes a bit of a cat and mouse game. And neither Hunter nor Cleo know the true backstory of each other yet. Hunter, being an heir to the Graves fortune, doesn't necessarily take kindly to stowaways, and Cleo isn't all that fond of trust fund babies because why would she be? And when it all comes to light, obviously there is a lot of confusion between the two of them and a lot of dissent between the two of them. However, because they have spent the entire book working together trying to keep each other safe, you have that foundation to help rebuild the relationship after the truth comes out. And I like the work that has been done there because it takes it away from being straight up miscommunication to I'm keeping my secrets to help me survive, and then the two of them realizing even when the truth comes out, maybe this isn't as big a deal for us as we first thought because we've actually seen the true selves of the other person. There are some fun side characters that we meet in here, including characters from Cleo's past and Hunter's past, and that makes for an interesting dynamic. There are a lot of action sequences through the book. There's a lot of things constantly happening all at once. We're inside the space station, we're outside the space station, we're looking at the realities of living on a space station and all of the problems that can occur when you are in such a tightly controlled environment. The characters feel their age, they're in their late teens. The way that they talk to one another, the way that they have to problem solve feels very realistic in that sense. And it was just a fun ride. Like, it's a really good adventure story. And I love a story set in space, so this was right up my alley. There is room for further stories, doesn't necessarily need it. It's not left on a cliffhanger or anything like that, but you definitely are left with questions about this world that maybe one day might be answered. Who knows? But even if you're not left unsatisfied, which I think is great. So thank you again to Alan and Unwin for the review copy. I had a really great time reading this. In the description, I'll leave links to where you can find out more information about the book if you would like to. Otherwise, in the comments, I'd love to know, have you read Red Star Rebels? Are you planning on picking it up? Or have you read anything else by Amie Kaufman? Feel free to chat to me about it down below. If you just want to let me know that you're here but you don't leave a comment, feel free to leave an astronaut emoji. Otherwise, I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.